Who's that? They're not me. I'm the 2K MC. And this weekend, the 2K Compete events are starting with Beats by Night. Double rep, special courts, with glowing clothing to get your 2K weekend started right. Then, starting on Friday.
And coming down the tunnel, an opportunity here at the home for the Atlanta Hawks. Looking sharp and focused for the task at hand. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Are setting tonight with the lights of downtown Atlanta shining in the background. Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Richardson.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, Victor Oladipo has a huge task and a long road in front of him making his way back from that knee injury. But you talk to his teammates, and they rave about his mental makeup. They say he's an incredible...
You better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. Brent, 2 explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at a time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Kevin.
I can see the bruises. Now, Golden State's starting 5. We've got Paul Millsap. Richardson is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Ingram, and it's the 3 spot. And for the Hawks, we've got Prince. Baca is out there with Brook Lopez. And there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Oladipo in at the 2. And it's sent back by Russell. Millsap has the open look. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Atlanta with the ball. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this one will be for sure. Interconference matchups are always pretty fascinating just because of timing on scouting and how often you watch teams like this affect some of the unpredictability of the East-West battles.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Fades and shoots. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, that's a good shot there. The in-between spot for Paul Millsap looked really comfortable.
Russell looking around. Hawks passing it around. 6 to shoot. Oladipo for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
I didn't know he had that kind of range. A phenomenal shooter when he gets it going, and that one was way beyond the arc.
Mitchell finds Dedmon. Now here's Ingram. Right side Millsap. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years. No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
And he sinks the second.
Now, Paul Millsap pretty steady throughout his career from the free throw line. Struggled a bit last year. Let's see if he can stay on pace for this campaign.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's coming off a 28-point game against Houston.
And, guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
And he makes that one.
What about the dribble moves of Ingram? I mean, just so good at carving his way through whatever the D throws his way.
Russell kicks to Ibaka. It's Oladipo on the wing. Richardson cover. Now Oladipo. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Warriors. Releases, and it's Golden State with another.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Russell against Mitchell. The second chance effort, and Russell with the lay-in. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Passes it to Dedmon. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Millsap against Ibaka. Takes a shot at the elbow. Millsap misses. Hawks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Prince. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a 4-year player at Baylor, Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
And he knocks down the first one. A lot of trade rumors beginning to swirl now, Brent. Several teams out there are trying to add talent, and sometimes it comes at the expense of team chemistry.
It can, and I think teams who are very, very aware of their potential to be into the playoffs are careful to tinker with that. If they know they're going to have an opportunity to play in the postseason, the additions that they have to make, Kevin, they have to understand that that player coming in is great for us, but how is it that that player comes in? Who does it affect in our locker room?
Or they make a trade or don't make a trade because they're worried about team chemistry and how it'll be affected.
Exactly. Yeah. But again, I'll go back to an addition sometimes into a locker room with just that talent may affect the talent you already have. And if you're really cognizant of that fact, sometimes not making the deal is the best deal to make.
Now Lopez, after Brandon Ingram missing on that last three-pointer. Lopez kicks to Russell. Over Millsap. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got 6. Warriors trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Mitchell. And it's sent back by Russell. Ingram against Prince. Ibaka outside. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. There's Russell with the 3, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
Ingram against Prince. Mitchell outside. Trying to end the drought, and Millsap with the layup. Millsap's got his second bucket.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Now, here is Russell. 14 points from him the last game against the Rockets in Houston. And the slam dunk by Russell.
I love the spatial awareness from Russell. Saw how much room he had and just took it aggressively.
Ingram passes to Dedmon. Richardson against Oladipo. Ingram outside. From 17 feet out, and too long on the shot.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Warriors trail by 4. Kicks it to Richardson. Lopez against Mitchell. Over Lopez. Mitchell's shot is good.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Russell passes to Ibaka. Here's Oladipo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Oladipo's got 5.
Good job by Victor on that one, scoring despite getting whacked. I love how he maintained his balance on that shot.
Richardson outside. Inside. It's stolen by Ibaka. Oladipo against Mitchell. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Here's Dedmon, and Dedmon throws it down.
Now, Dedmon's a great athlete and bringing some verticality on the offensive end.
Russell kicks to Oladipo. Back to Russell. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And boy, are they attacking the paint.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Ed Davis is checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Serge Ibaka. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Taurean Prince. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Victor Oladipo.
Being a lottery pick often comes with high expectations, but Russell has shaped into a quality NBA player.
Now, here's Scott. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Outside, Russell for 3. Scott pulls it in. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 7.
And the Warriors' defense last year is still strong, but not as dominant as before.
I wonder if the loss of a lot of that experience is going to cost this revamped roster defensively. It's been fun to watch them shoot threes, but they've been so reliant on that defense. Can they be that good this season?
One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I have to credit to D at least for contesting that one. Ultimately, Schroeder is just too good from that range. Can't let him get the ball there.
Here's Russell. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Green kicks to Augustine. And it's Davis at the elbow. Shoots over Schroeder. Atlanta again missing.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Pass to Augustine. Back to Green. Shoots over Schroeder. And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by Augustine. And the Hawks lead by 7.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
It's Schroeder with the drive. And that one is off. Davis with some nice D. Russell with a wide open look. They get it back. And it's Green missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Magruder passes to Purtle. Here's Magruder. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Rocket 6. Bullock, good.
Good passing from Magruder there. That's a teammate kind of play.
The Hawks leading by 4. 1:44 left in the first. Russell from long range. The shot will not fall, and Golden State will come the other way. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
Offensive rebound. Iguodala. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
Iguodala does so many things well and stays after it. A relentless effort that time on the boards.
Pass to Pirtle. Here's Schroeder. Rebound by the Hawks.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And that one's good. Russell.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Schroeder against Augustine. It's stolen by Davis. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Warriors trail by 8. And it's Magruder in the corner. Fires for 3. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Outside, Russell. To the left wing. Augustine from outside. Hits it from three-point range. And the Hawks lead by 8.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action after this word. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight to floor, making open shot, rolling the basket, screen, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complimentary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Warriors. You've got Jakob Poeltl. Mike Scott up there with Reggie Bullock. Then it's Alan Crabb, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. And here is Scott after D'Angelo Russell hitting the 3. Scott dishes to Crabb. He kicks to Poeltl. Some nice passing by Golden State here. The pass to Bullock. Fires the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Bullock's got 6.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Schroeder against Augustine. Russell with it. He's got 16. Here's Iguodala. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And as most of us expected, Andre Iguodala continues to be a huge factor for anybody that he plays for. With his athleticism waning just a little bit, it's his experience and know-how that impacts the game the most. Just being in the right spot at the right time, taking the right calculated gamble. Andre Iguodala still impacting games at his age.
And the Hawks making a change here. Oladipo's checked in. Morris checked in for the Warriors. He doesn't get the second one. And for Iguodala, Brent staying strong late in his career, he claims that taking up golf has helped him.
You know how many NBA coaches have tried to get away with that very same thing, Kevin? Almost all of them. But according to what Andre says, is the more that he goes out and plays golf and challenges himself as he's playing the course and staying with it mentally, he feels like the more that's helping him on the court. And as he gets to this advanced age where athleticism is going away, it's more about the mindset and the mind game. So tee it up. Maybe that's helping Andre in ways that we don't know about. He's still effective.
And here are the Warriors now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Moore against Green. No good from Moore. Atlanta leading by 5. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting fouls. And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
The free throw drops for Iguodala. Brent, for your money, who's the most complete player in the NBA right now?
Over the course of the past 2 years, nobody has impressed me more with his complete game than Kevin Durant. What he has done defensively has just been tremendous. And I know you have guys like Giannis, you have guys like Harden, you have guys like LeBron James, who are incredible players.
And Kawhi, what he did last year. Yeah.
But Kevin Durant, to me, still is one of the most impressive complete players that we have in the game.
Now here's Ingram. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Orlando. Millsap in the corner. Another 3 for Golden State.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 3-point lead. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. But he's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. Good on the second free throw. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
Now listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury. You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Knocked away. Here's Prince. The shot missing. Good D by Mitchell. For Atlanta, they come in off the loss to the Rockets in Houston. Out left to the wing. Moore finds Mitchell. Now Millsap. Shoots it up. And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
To the middle. And Dedmon throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Here's Prince. The Warriors making the shot. And here's Oladipo. He's got 8. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Richardson, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Josh Richardson.
Clock is at 3. Here's Oladipo. Good D by Mitchell. The Warriors trail. Here's Ingram. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Iguodala, the pass to Ibaka. Now, here's Oladipo. And it's sent back by Millsap. Ingram outside. Passes to Mitchell. It's stolen by Oladipo. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
An aggressive Oladipo forcing the issue on the drive there.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
That free throw good from Oladipo. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight, always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
Oladipo hits them both. The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before in the legal defense. It used to be a game really of 2 stars on one side of the floor operating, and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league has gone now.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, yes. Freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes. It's definitely a better game in terms of the movement.
Now, here's Richardson. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Richardson, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
Fires from 14, and he comes up with the deuce. 12 points for Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
For 3, Richardson. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala. Lopez outside to the wing right side. Lets the 3 fly. The shot off that time. Warriors trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. Second, Victor Oladipo.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more. And speeding up the offense, something the Hawks began last season.
It was interesting for the Hawks kind of zigging while everybody's zagging as they made it a priority to get to the offensive glass, along with tons more field goal attempts in their offense, and that's been giving some defenses fits.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Oladipo. He's got 12. Lopez outside. Kicks to Prince. Hawks passing it around. Now Lopez. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Iguodala gets the bucket.
Iguodala is so skilled down low, playing his cards right that time and laying them on the table.
Pass to Dedmon. Back to Ingram. Near the three-point line, it's Millsap. Gets a very good look and converts. Millsap's got 6 here in this quarter.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Ring shot on the way. Bank shot, no good.
And that's how you want to see defense play. Got right up in his face to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
And Dedmon throws it down.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo. Oladipo's got 14.
Well, Oladipo has good size, one of the bigger guards in the league, weighing 210, and that strength helps out.
Ingram outside. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Millsap. Here's Richardson. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up on the wing. Atlanta with the rebound. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Iguodala. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
The pass to Dedmon. This is to Millsap. He feeds it to Ingram. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Hawks. The Warriors also with a sub. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Richardson finds Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Ingram passes to Mitchell. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Lopez. Oladipo with the ball. Back to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Here's McGruder. Lopez with the steal. He kicks it to Oladipo. Warriors with the rebound.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Mitchell outside. From deep, Richardson, and he's good on the 3-ball. Richardson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the 3-point shot for some extra offense.
Russell passes to Lopez. Oladipo for 3. That shot is off. The Warriors go the other way with it. Got a piece of it. Pass to Mitchell. Millsap down low. Defended by Ibaka. Back to Mitchell. Outside Millsap. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Here's Prince. Millsap grabs the miss. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Warriors. 4-point game. And that one's good. Ingram.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
And Ibaka kicks to Oladipo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Richardson.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Hawks have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
At the line for the Hawks.
The first free throw is good.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Ed Davis is checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Serge Ibaka. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Prince. Different look here for the Warriors. Pirtle, he's checked in for Millsap. Scott comes in for Ingram. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Here's Schroeder. over Augustine. Misses off the right iron. Victor Oladipo getting it done for Atlanta. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Brooke. Where is this team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting. You know, it's really thrilling to come out with.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Atlanta was looking great right away. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the heels of a few stops and some quality offensive possessions. After one, they held an 8-point advantage. The second quarter wasn't as kind to them, but they still fought through some mistakes to have a 6-point cushion at the half. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, they've been pounding. I mean, pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Brook Lopez is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then it's Taurean Prince. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. It's good. And the Hawks' lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Paul Millsap. Oladipo against Richardson. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Interesting to see the Warriors not be prohibitive favorites coming into the season. You still have to give the Warriors a lot of credit for the run they've been on. 5 straight finals, something that we haven't seen since the 1960s with the Boston Celtics.
And he's good on the second. And for the Warriors, a new opponent in the finals. First time, Brent, they didn't face the Cleveland Cavaliers.
First time no Cleveland, and first time for the Raptors appearing in the finals. And those injuries, Kevin, quite frankly, just too much to overcome. Very unfortunate to not see both teams at full strength at the most important time of the year. And that's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
You know, Brett, he's bounced around, but late bloomer Dwayne Dedmon making impressive strides in his game.
Yeah, you think about going from a 10-day contract to having a ton of starts as a center. This guy is very skilled, Dedmon, and the ability to go out and shoot the basketball, I think, has raised the most eyebrows about what he can do for your team offensively.
Both good from the line that time.
And coming from a background with player development for head coach Lloyd Pierce.
Well, I think he's great at just being a cheerleader and a confidence builder for this young team. I believe that to be a good fit here in Atlanta. He brings a great hands-on approach, and very, very important for him to think about player development as these young guys grow together. How about Taurean Prince getting up there and slamming it down?
Mitchell outside. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Millsap against Russell. Three-pointer. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Richardson against Oladipo. Ingram left side. Down low, shot clock at 6. Here's Millsap. He can't hit that time. So the Hawks will take it the other way.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Richardson the pass to Millsap. 14 feet away. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket for Mitchell.
Well, you overreact to Paul Millsap. Good job of him staying patient and then finding one of his open teammates.
Here's Russell. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Golden State gets called for the foul. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
D'Angelo Russell. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Russell. So he gets them both. Warriors trail by 7. Richardson outside. Got a hand on it.
Such a good defender, Taurean Prince. Physical, good lateral movement, and has the tools there to snuff out a shot.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
That's to Dedmon. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
And you look at Russell, he's not too far away from a spot in the starting 5. A lot of votes have been coming his way.
And even if he doesn't get the fan votes he needs to become a starter, you have to believe he'll be a part of the Eastern Conference All-Star team.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Millsap, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
It's Russell with the drive. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Friday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
And the Warriors making a change here. Moore's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Warriors trail by 12. Richardson outside. The pass to Mitchell. Over Russell. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And that's 10 points for Donovan Mitchell.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Ibaka outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Richardson.
Oladipo, a guy who can live at the line with his power and explosiveness around the glass.
Tonight, he's gone 5 of 8 from the foul line.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line. And he looks totally out of sorts here at the stripe. Those defenders aren't afraid at all to body him up and force him to earn his points at the line.
Good on the second free throw.
Now, Oladipo was the most improved player in 2018, his first season with the Indiana Pacers, after being the second pick in the 2013 draft.
Mitchell finds more. And the rejection by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Here's Ingram. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Clock at 4.
And nice hustle by Russell, trying to make himself into more of a two-way player. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Jump ball. And the Warriors with possession here. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Warriors. They trail by 11. Ingram outside. Passes it to Millsap. 5 to shoot. Double team on Millsap. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
Jump ball. And the Hawks with possession here. Atlanta leading by 11. Ibaka outside. Lopez with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Prince. The shot is good off the backboard. Prince has got 6.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that on that play.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Ingram outside. Outside Millsap. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 16.
Well, he's feeling it right now, and Paul Millsap is not an overly aggressive offensive player, but on this night, he might be.
Millsap's against Lopez. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Ingram against Prince. And it's Ingram missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And stolen by Richardson. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Russell.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even with a down year as far as his three-point shooting, Ibaka's still very efficient, getting more of his offense around the rim, playing some at the 5.
Atlanta making some changes. Ed Davis is checked in for Ibaka. Green comes in for Taurean Prince. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell. Lopez passes to Augustine. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. Warriors trail by 13. Kicks to Bullock. Pass to Magruder. Pass to Scott. 6 to shoot. Back to Magruder. The 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Green left side. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Green's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And you remember, in Orlando, Oladipo played a ton of point guard in the early part of his career, showing some nice vision there.
And there's the pass to Bullock. And the Warriors miss again.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
And here's Augustine. He's got 5. Passes it to Oladipo. Pulls up from the corner. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
No doubt that Victor Oladipo is a guy that this franchise is leaning on, so showing some leadership here.
Schroeder passes to Scott. Over Davis. Scott can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yep, that one goes. Davis has got his first 2 points of the night.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Augustine against Schroeder. For 3, Bullock drains the three-pointer. Bullock's got 9 points.
Got to be a little bit more aggressive defending him from that range. He can be dangerous.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's guarded by Bullock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
This is where Oladipo goes in and has no fear of drawing some contact. Nice job of getting through the defense.
Victor Oladipo. 2 shots.
Oladipo hits them both. Warriors trail by 18. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. We'll take a look at the Warriors. They were hoping to get off to a better start to the season. Things are still early, so they still may have a chance.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
Well, you hope that they realize that and have some self-awareness, but can they win some games, carry some positive energy, maybe some momentum into the offseason with which to build on?
Here's Schroeder. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. He has 7.
He's such a strong offensive player. Schroeder is capable of knocking down some mid-range shots if you give him some room.
And Augustine kicks to Oladipo. The wide open look here for Lopez. That 3 off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Schroeder against Augustine. Outside, Scott. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Mike Scott. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Richardson, he's checked in for Rodney McGruder. And the second free throw, good. And the Hawks with possession here. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Augustine passes to Lopez. Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
That ability to attack off the bounce, one of the real strengths of Oladipo's game.
Richardson kicks to Poeltl. Schroeder looking over the floor. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Oladipo. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Schroeder dishes to Richardson. Back to Schroeder. Off on the layup. The Hawks leading by 21. Here's Green. And Poeltl pulls it down. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Looking to get back on track here. And it's sent back by Lopez.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Schroeder against Augustine. Now here's Schroeder. 7 points in the game. The Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. Free throw good. Bullock. Five on the clock. From deep three-point range. It'll count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Hawks ahead. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Hawks leading by 22 on the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Josh Richardson out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Bullock in at the small forward. Pass to Augustine. Shoots the three. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Schroeder against Augustine. Dedmon. That shot off. The Hawks shooting at 51%. Really solid. To the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. But when it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed and fix the media.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
To the paint, here's Poeltl, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Poeltl is so polished in the post. Defenders are always nervous when he has the ball down low.
The free throw drops for Poeltl.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Atlanta making a switch here. Dudley's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Morris checked in for Reggie Bullock. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. It's tough to get a unified feel on who the league MVP is. Which element, when you're looking at the MVP, matters most to you?
If we talk about that, Kevin, I always think about the MVP ends up being the guy that helps you get 6 to 8 unexpected wins. That's who I look to. So in this past season, what it was that Giannis did, not only with Coach Budenholzer coming in to Milwaukee, the stylistic change that they went through, and then the shouldered responsibility of Giannis to be the initiator to that much change in one season. That's why last year I feel like he was the most valuable player in the league. Even though eye-popping numbers were coming out of Houston, again with James Harden, I go back to Giannis and that massive amount of change and him being the guy that shouldered it all.
That's a great answer. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Shot's good.
Yeah, there are these nights where E'Twaun Moore will step up as a solid scorer, and he does not let the contact bother him.
And not just a long-range gunner, but E'Twaun Moore also blessed Greg with one of the NBA's best floaters.
I mean, he takes a lot of those mid-range shots, those floaters in the lane that makes them more often than not. For a player standing 6'4", the ability to finish inside, providing that counterbalance to his three-point shooting.
Here's Augustine. Warriors with the rebound. Now Crabbe. Moore, left side. Schroeder outside. No good with the triple.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Looking to get it going. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half. It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Here's Schroeder, and Davis sends it back.
It's a wonder we don't see more of that from Davis. He has the live legs and instincts to be a premier shot blocker in the league.
Pass to Mikhailuk. This one for three. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed. Iguodala's got 4 assists in the game. And Moore kicks to Crabbe. On the pass to Schroeder from downtown. That doesn't go either for Schroeder.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Bounce pass from Iguodala. Pulls up on the wing. That one doesn't drop. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Moore against Augustine. Moore passes to Schroeder. Golden State moving it around. Moore against Augustine. From deep. Rebound by the Hawks. Davis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Iguodala against Schroeder. Iguodala gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Moore against Dudley. Passes to Schroeder. Kicks it to Pirtle. Pass to Crabbe. To end the run. Kept alive. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
And Pirtle has a stick-with-it mentality on the offensive glass, just throwing himself against the board.
Here's Augustine. And Pirtle sends it back. Here's Schroeder. Good on the bucket. Here's Augustine. For so long, the U.S. has been the country to beat in international basketball play. But there are some big-time challengers around the globe emerging.
Well, Serbia and Spain continue to be competition that the U.S. takes extremely seriously, and I'm not saying they don't take everybody that they step on the floor against with tremendous amount of respect. We know from years in the past that Argentina had its golden age with the players around Manu Ginobili and Alberto and Nocioni, but that seemed to be a timing thing for the Argentinian national team. Spain and Serbia will continue to be impressive and continue to push USA basketball in these international tournaments and Olympic play.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Now here's Dudley. Augustine looking around. To the middle. Rebounded by Moore.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for that.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
And look at Pirtle effortlessly dropping the hammer on the D.
Augustine with it. He kicks to Davis. Now the dish to Iguodala. Over in the corner, Dudley. Beyond the arc. With the putback. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's a refreshing workman's approach to the game. Davis there beats everyone on the rebound and then finishes strong.
Augustine against Schroeder. Shoots from 12. That one a little long.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending, and outspending smaller markets?
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill. Right. And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you have for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. That's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
Atlanta's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now the pass to Diallo. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Diallo kicks to Harrison. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala.
Warriors ball.
The Warriors shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Passes it to Magruder. Inside. Here's Scott. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Here's Harrison. Misses off the left iron. And it's the Warriors with the ball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Kicks it to Cram. Pass to Cabangeli. From outside the arc. They get it back, but they get it back. Now here's Cram. Tight defense on him. They shoot again. And it's Cabangeli missing. Hawks shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Iguodala outside. Diallo the pass to Iguodala. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about Iguodala's focus on that play? That was amazing. Didn't let the defense get to him one bit.
And Iguodala, no good on that one. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over, and you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior and you're a college player and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Atlanta.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Victor Oladipo.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Scott hits them both. You know, Brent, something other major sports do, reseeding during the playoffs. So the highest seeds always will play the lowest seeds. And do you think the NBA should go down that road?
I think the consideration will still be there. I think that conversation is going to happen over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see it changing in that time, Kevin, but it's healthy to continue the dialogue to the point where maybe we do get there.
From 17 feet out, Scott pulls it in. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Moore outside. Pass to Scott. Here's Mikhailuk. He dishes it to Iguodala. There's the pass to Dudley. 6 on the shot clock. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
A 200 millas en un jet ski. Si tú quieres te lo aquí. Debajo del sol, debajo del sol. Que todos los se quemen. Yo soy la ola, mejor ni remen. Le pasé por encima con la agua y semen. Ando de blanco entero, flow santero. La dueña encima de mí como si cantara bolero. Rumba buena, timbalero. Si tú quieres me caso contigo adentro de un velero. O a 200 millas en un jet ski. Si tú quieres te lo aquí. Debajo del sol.